Podcast is here to help.
As always, friend of the show, film critic Dale Pollak is joining us live now. You know, we teased saying we're going under the sea. Dale, tell us, what did you think of The Little Mermaid?
Well, I don't want to throw water on everybody's opinion on this, but it is not as good as the original. And it's hard to believe that the first Little Mermaid came out 34 years ago and was part of that great generation of Disney classics of the 1980s. And now the studio has decided to remake every one of these films as a live action film. And in this case, I don't think it works. It's not as charming as the animated original. Halle Bailey, who got a lot of criticism simply for being a black Ariel, for some reason that enraged a lot of fans. She gives a very good performance, and she's got a great voice. It's really more of a Broadway voice. But there are other disappointments in the film. Melissa McCarthy, who plays Ursula, doesn't do it comedically. She does it almost tragically. And this version runs for 2 hours and 15 minutes, which is simply too long for this kind of an animated film. I think audiences are going to go, they're not going to be thrilled, they're not going to be that disappointed either. The film ends up somewhere in the middle, but it's not what it could have been. And again, I question this Disney strategy of going back and turning charming and delightful animated films into clunky live action movies.
Well, I thought this would have been a really nice film to see on the big screen, you know, in the movie theaters.
Yeah.
But that length is, I agree, Dale, that must be just way too long.
And especially with people knowing the storyline going in, you need to bring something different and extravagant if you're going to remake something like this.
I'm curious what your popcorns are.
3 popcorns, because it makes a good effort, and Halle Bailey is quite good, but otherwise I think the film suffers in comparison to its predecessor.
Well, I'm glad you're recognizing too her talent and, you know, her voice. That's important.
All right. Smells fishy, Dale. Smells fishy. Let's next talk about Transatlantic. That's new on Netflix.
This is the one that sinks to the bottom of the sea. It's interesting to see a series totally undercut by the lack of skill of one actress. In this case, it's Gillian Jacobs, who plays the lead. She's just not good, and every scene she's in grinds to kind of a halt. The premise behind this is very interesting. There was an unofficial effort to get 2,000 Jewish refugees out of Europe before the start of World War II, and this film explores that in great detail, 7 episodes, but it's just got a weak performance at its center. And when that's true in a streaming series, you're confronted with that weak performance week after week after week, and it just drags down the whole series. And I hate to single out a performer, but in this case, she ruins the series, which otherwise is well acted and is interesting in terms of it touches a subject that's rarely been addressed, and that's who would take European Jews before the Holocaust. The answer was pretty much nobody, and this film cements that. It just, you know, they did save 2,000 refugees, but the drama at the heart of the series is pretty inert. It just kind of lies there, and you don't really get the effect that you want of seeing these refugees finally taken care of. So the series disappointed me on pretty much every level, acting, direction, and it's unusual for Netflix to go heavy with a series that I think is this weak.
Yeah, usually, and especially a lot of these streaming services, they go all in on these, you know, these big storylines, and they usually deliver with them, but not this time. What was your popcorn rating, Dale?
Two popcorns. I mean, the period is beautifully recreated, but the acting at the heart of it just isn't there.
Well, that's why we have you. You know, people won't necessarily want to spend the time to watch something that you give 2 popcorns. Staying on Netflix, The Mother. This is with J-Lo, right?
This is J-Lo, and she is, you got to admire her. She's a powerhouse. She produces her own films. She chooses her directors. She picks her role. In this case, she's trying to be an action hero. It turns out to be more J-Lo and fur. And you get a lot of fur, a lot of parkas in this film, and there isn't much to say about it dramatically. It's pretty cardboard, and it's by the numbers. The reason to watch this is to watch Jennifer Lopez do her thing, and she does it well. She always does it well. And as she's gotten more powerful, she's much more in control of her own career. I mean, she made a documentary about herself. So this is not a woman who's modest in her ambitions. The mother just kind of sits there. It doesn't really go anywhere. It's not that exciting. It is well filmed and well directed, but it's just the director, Nikki Caro, who did a film years ago called Whale Rider, which was buoyant and joyful. Those qualities are not in this series. And so if you're a big J-Lo fan, I'm sure you'll enjoy this film. I'm sorry I called it a series, it's a film. But if you're not, I would say The Mother is one you can skip.
Okay.
Okay, popcorn rating on this?
I gave it 3 popcorns because it attempts to be good. It just doesn't really succeed that well.
Well, J-Lo, if she wasn't in this film, would you totally nix it?
I don't think it would have been made without her.
Yeah, that's
true,
a good point, too,
well,
since she probably had a lot to do with it being made in the first place, too.
That makes sense, though. People probably will just watch it if they are a J-Lo fan, right? They want to see her in this sort of...
Exactly, and they won't be disappointed.
All right. Well, I guess I'm watching Ted Lasso again this weekend, Dale. Thank you.
Thank you, as always.
There's some more good stuff coming.
Okay, awesome.
Excellent.
We'll see you next Friday. And for everyone at home, here are those titles again for you. The Little Mermaid, Transatlantic on Netflix, and The Mother also on Netflix. You can always find more reviews on DaleMPollock.com.